Hey guys, my name's Tillman. I go by Rogue Monkey online, and I'm going to be going over a little bit of Zerg versus Protoss strategy, primarily dealing with 4-gate type builds, because I know we all love that build and it does really well against Zerg. And I know personally it's definitely one of the builds I have the most trouble with, so I thought we could spend some time talking about it. So I'm basically just going to be sort of commentating one of my own games from a first-person view, if I can use this mouse, because I'm not used to this computer. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a guy that's going to 4-gate me and sort of talking about the different signs that you can tell that someone's going to 4-gate you and how to react appropriately to those signs, and, you know, once it comes, how to micro correctly. But before I get into all of that, which is why I'm not like speeding it up right now, is I just want to talk a little bit about Zerg openers, because I think, especially in Zerg versus Protoss, that's one of the most important aspects of the match, is getting the opener right. Because there's a lot of different ways to open, and I really don't think a lot of them are the best way to go about it, at least with the current metagame. So the opening I really like to do, and it's great on 4-player maps, especially if you get, you know, cross spawns or something where they don't get to you quickly enough to block a hatchery, is 15 hatchery, 16 pool, 17 gas, quick ling speed, and then right after you get the first 100 gas, you take all your drones off gas. And what this build lets you do is you get a really good economy. You get the economy of a 14 or 15 hatch build, and you get the really quick ling speed of a spawning pool extractor build. And so I'm a really big proponent of that build if you can get away with it. But honestly, the second you see a scouting probe anywhere near your base, you should right then realize that you're not going to be able to hatch first unless they're just an idiot, because they're just going to block it. So what I like to do when I'm trying to do a hatch first build and I see the probe is I'll let them sort of get into my base, and the second they get up the ramp, you just send a drone down your natural expansion, and what that does is they're instantly going to pull the drone back. They're going to have to try to block the 15 or 14 hatch. They're not going to let that get away, and then you just throw up a 14 pool, 15 extractor in your own base. And what that basically does is it slows down their scouting just a little bit. And sorry, I'm like really not used to this mouse. I'm going all over the place. But it slows down their build just a little bit. They have to waste the 100 minerals in the pylon. And if you go 14 pool, 15 gas, you basically, by the time you'd have 300 minerals, you're gonna have 4 lings killing that pylon, so it doesn't set you back in any way. And then the second they make the pylon, you just want to send that drone to scout with. So yeah, basically how this build goes is you 15 Overlord, and then 2 sets of lings right away, rally them to the pylon, and you want to kill that fast, and you're going to be building a hatchery at around 21 or 22 supply, depending on just, little timings. And so honestly, the most important thing in Zerg vs Protoss early game is keeping your scouting drone alive. If your scouting drone dies or you take it out of their base too quickly, I mean, it's really, really bad, because you need to know, because there's just a million different tells from the early game. If they're not getting their extractor, in the low 20s of supply is kind of a good ballpark. That's one really good tell that they're getting. They're going to be going for some sort of really aggressive, really fast 4-gate Stalker Zealot build. If you see the Nexus saving up a lot of chrono boosts, that's another sign. If they do something like what he just did with their Zealot, or their probes trying to snipe your probe, that's another good sign. So my probe just saw a Stalker. I see no gas. I see 1 gate, 2 gates coming, and so at this point in time I'm suspicious, because it's a late gas and he went Stalker first. And if you're doing really any kind of build with a focus on the late game or even the mid game, you're going to be getting a sentry first. Although some people, they'll get a Stalker just to trick you. But at this point in time, you should, based on what I've seen so far, I think I'm expecting a 4-gate at this point. Even though I haven't, scouted the 4th gate, I've seen a lot of chrono boost in the gateway and the cyber core, and I saw the 1 Stalker. I saw the no second gas. So I'm a little bit suspicious. So basically, at this point in time, you want to be getting a roach warren as quickly as possible. You want to be putting 3 drones back in gas. You probably want to do maybe 1, maybe 2 more sets of drones, and then you got to keep a ling right by their ramp. I recommend hold position. Just it makes it a little bit easier to keep it alive if you have it control grouped, because it won't like run and suicide against a zealot or something if they send it out. So just like a hold position laying here, try to dart in and up and down the ramp, just to see when they're moving out or whatever. And on a map like this, it's really nice for scouting with overlords because this area is safe and this area is safe right here. So you can kind of, I think in this replay I'm going to do that, where I just sort of poke down here with one overlord, poke up here with another overlord. They're not really in any danger. You really don't want to lose overlords this early in the game, but if they built a lot of time, they'll sort of build their 4th gateway in a strange place, or it helps a lot to sort of know for sure what they're doing. But yeah, so at this point in time, I'm suspicious. I know that he has won a very late gas. I know he went Stalker first. So basically, the 2 things he could be doing is some sort of really strange 3-gate expand, where he gets a Stalker first and a late gas to try to trick me into 4-gate. So that's one thing to think about. And then by far the most likely is a 4-gate, and he could also be doing some just honestly really stupid kind of like 3-gate expand with Stalkers and Zealots. And the thing is, making roaches and lings at this point in time is honestly good against any one of those builds, because all 3 of them, like a kind of an expand like that, where you're getting a Stalker first and a really late gas, you're not going to have enough sentries to hold off some early roach ling aggression. So if you do it and they are expanding and they're not 4-gating, it's really not a bad thing, because you can cancel the expansion, and you're sacrificing a lot of economy, but you're miles ahead because they have no expo and they have 3 gateways and no other tech. So if they're doing that, it works well, and obviously if they're doing a 4-gate, it works well. And with my overlord, I just scouted his a 4-gate coming, so basically I'm in full preparation for that. I put down a spine crawler. A good place for it is probably a little bit here, a little bit to the left of where I put it, because you really want to be covering the ramp with it and covering your hatchery as well, but it's not the biggest deal. I'm not super in favor of making a lot of spine crawlers for defense. I know a lot of people like it. I think it's good if you have time and you can get them up, because they're obviously very powerful against gateway units, but they build extremely slow, and obviously they're pretty much a static defense. So if they attack from different angles, it can not work out too well. So I mean, this one, I think I reacted pretty much perfectly. I had a lot of lings ready for his attack, and he really blew the micro. He walked all of his stalkers ahead of his zealots, and I got a quick surround on them. So the game, it's not going to turn out well for him. But I think even if he'd played a little bit better, he would have had a really, really hard time winning at this point, just because, you do have more production than a Protoss with 4 gates, with 2 hatcheries and 2 queens, and you have an economic lead from the beginning. And so at this point in time, I'm going to kill him pretty quickly, but in a normal game, you would want to you don't want to be making any drones. You want to be making, if they're stalker heavy, you want to be making more lings than roaches. If they're sentry zealot heavy, you want to be making more roaches than lings. You basically just want to react to their composition as well as you can, and you just want to out micro them basically. And I'm going to cast one more game, I think, and in that game you're going to see a little bit closer of a game and probably some more micro mistakes from my end, and also a little bit less scouting, so I could talk about some of the things you got to watch out for when you're playing against it. But hope you guys learned something, and that's it for this cast.